Same. I think I don't want to go Kai'Sa now though. What rune will she go on AD? That's a good question. I guess Halo Blaze or PTA. Will you be streaming around the same times once you're in Spain? I'll be streaming in the evenings. I have to stream after scrims. That's the only time I have time. The only time I have time. What am I banning? Garner? Garner. Always Garner. Lulu. Oh shit. Okay. I'm thinking Zeri, Jinx, Aphelios. One of those three. Zeri looks pretty good. The Kled. You can non-immobile ADC is probably better into Kled. And easier to play into Thresh. You guys would rather have Aphelios? I can go Aphelios as well. Okay, something I wanted to do. Okay, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something. I'm gonna play with no music. And I'm gonna try to make this the most educational game I've ever played. And then maybe we'll go to the second channel as a full VOD. Starting off with runes and summoner spells here. The runes that I'm thinking of right now is PTA or Conquer. Oh, no, it might be Fleet actually. This is a pretty hard lane when they have Ashe. I also want to go Cleanse because they have Ashe Arrow, they have Jack Stun, and they have Thresh Hook that can chain into Talia W, which is very scary. If they didn't have Ashe, I would maybe go Ghost. But since they have Ashe, it's just too much CC. Now the question is, Fleet is nice for running away from Ashe, while PTA is nicer for the trades in general. I do think maybe that I can stand my ground in the trades because I have a pretty strong enchanter support in Lulu, that I'm not forced to take Fleet. In general, it's good to take Fleet when you have a weaker lane, as Fleet allows you to disengage from the trades easier due to the movement speed that you get, and it allows you to dodge skill shots such as Thresh Hook and just in general maneuver easier around in the lane. Ashe goes Cleanse, or Ashe goes Ghost rather, which is something I need to think about. If there does happen to be an all-in, she can ghost me down while I have no ghost to match it, so she's much faster than me while also slowing me down. In general, both of these junglers in this game want to just full clear, so I don't really have to worry about those. Typically, it's good to just think a little bit about jungle. You don't usually think about it that much, but in this game, Talia could do 3 camps into bot, or she can just full clear to bot. She could even full clear to top, to be honest. You know, she has kind of volatile lanes on both sides, and 2 lanes that she could gank. Neither top laners have TP, so if I was Talia, probably I'd path top. But she could path bot, so probably I'll ward after second wave, or I will ward later. It depends a bit how enemy bot lane plays. If they let me get push, I will always take push. It's always good to get push if you can get it, because that just means that the enemy bot lane can't bully you. This ward is kind of random, it doesn't really do anything. Maybe Lulu was scared of level 1, I'm not sure. But yeah, I always try to get push whenever I can get it. Ooh, I kind of like cheesing though. I mean, we're kind of weak level 1 though. I mean, cheesing doesn't really make sense with our champions, does it? We need Aurelia then. We're gonna do this. Aurelia is pretty strong level 1. I think if they face check us, it's always gonna be fine. When in general level 1, whenever the enemy team face checks you, they always lose. The only thing is I don't have map cover on. And the enemy team could be watching the stream. It looks like they're not. This is a huge start for bot lane. I don't know why Diana shielded, or Lulu shielded Diana, not me, but... I don't think I'm gonna use my ward. I think I'm gonna hold on to it. I actually lost XP here. I shouldn't cleanse that. No reason to cleanse that, they can never follow up on it. A pot up here. Gonna hit level 2 a bit later because I missed XP rats. Still pretty good. But here you can see I'm getting pushed as I said I wanted to. And we do have pretty good vision, so I don't think I need to place my ward. Didn't quite get an auto there on Ashe, a bit unlucky. Whenever you can try to get chip autos when the enemy ADC is last hitting, that's always nice. Or when enemy support wants to walk up like that. Okay, top laner's traded 1 for 1. Ashe is now level 2. They do have still pretty good all-in and I don't have cleanse, so something I need to think about. Their Thresh really entered it for... Oh, I entered it as well. I knew they had no cleanse, so I wanted to flash forward, but I didn't think Lulu would kill him. My bad. Wasted my flash. But the Thresh actually walked up there for a soul. So support mains are kind of stupid sometimes. It's good to try to dive this guy out. But you should heal for movement speed. Maybe you don't even need to. I think if Ashe kept walking back, we would heal for move speed. Don't want to hit this wave. Takes too long to push it. Thresh would come back. Kind of bad that Lulu's pulling it this far. Hope Thresh doesn't hook this push randomly. Okay, nice. He doesn't. He doesn't. Okay. Really good laning phase so far. Looks like a game... I can go Kraken, I guess. Going Kraken is a bit greedy this game. I think Stormracer move speed is really good, especially when I don't have Ghost. But whenever you can get away with going Kraken, I think it's always good to go at. Why PTA here? So we went PTA this game because they're not really tanky and it helps me the most with trades. In general, I typically choose Fleet if I want sustain in the lane. It's a hard laning phase. I choose Conqueror if they're really tanky and PTA otherwise. PTA is like the best generalist rune for Aphelios since you proc it so easily with all of your guns. And now, because I didn't try to push this wave, you can see the wave is slow pushing into me. I get to catch a big wave and I'm gonna have a big CS lead over Ashe. Well, if I tried to push that wave, Thresh would probably cancel my base, Ashe would come back, and it would have been kind of a disaster. I misplayed my weapons there a little bit, should have used my green faster and I would have gotten one more CS. Now Ashe could either sit in a bush or she could base. She probably has like 500 gold, so maybe she bases for a long surge. Regardless, I just want to slow push here. Dire is just 1v2 top lane. Okay, so Ashe ended up actually staying. That means that I have like a 700 gold lead of her in items with my recurve bow. Missing a bit of a CS here like a noob though. But I just want to keep slow pushing, let my team do their thing on the map. Deny as many minions as possible. And if Ashe wants to try to step up for minions, then I'll try to poke her down. And if I am able to poke her down, okay, my general wants to do Drake, so now I should adapt my game plan a bit. Hard push next wave, and then run to Diana in case enemy team wants to fight the Drake. And it also makes me like safer as well. Oh, just a few. Oh. I want to make sure I'm not like face checking this bush because Thresh and Talia could be waiting there. Didn't actually need to hard push bot. Well, I didn't even get an assist on the Drake. But in general, it's good to push whenever your team is doing an objective, because otherwise you're kind of vulnerable. Gonna cleanse that and trade with the aggro here. This is a big benefit of going cleanse into Thresh, is you can just face tank the hook like that and then keep the trade going and make it into a really favorable trade for you. Oh, I nearly juked into it. Always want to do blue auto and then blue Q to get the most damage out. Didn't end up hitting the Ashe there with the blue Q, but still hit the Thresh, so it was a pretty good trade. Oh wow, that Ashe W hit me, that's crazy. What? Oh my turret blocked the... I killed the Thresh, unfortunately. My turret blocked the hook there, which is really good. Still ended up being just a 1-for-1. But Ashe ends up dying, so she loses quite a few minions here. Thresh can't really hold it because he's so low HP. And even if he could hold it here, it would be a mistake for me to try to stop him from holding it, because then he could just Lantern Ashe and then I would get run down and die. So sometimes you have to accept that the enemy support can hold it and there's nothing you can do. It's always better to let them hold it rather than die. I used up my white gun first there, which isn't the ideal weapon rotation that I want, but that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you don't get the, like, you gotta use a weapon before you want to, just because there I want to push the wave faster, right? And the fast way to push the wave is by using white. So I have to use my white first. But that's okay, because I can easily fix my weapon rotation. I just need to return to red-white. So I'll use my red now, then I'll get green-purple, and then I'll use green, you know, and then return back to red-white. And once I'm back to red-white, I use my red first, and then my weapon rotation is fixed from there. But here I want to walk up, professional lantern. I can root, step back a bit, use all my spells, flash to the side. Can't get the last auto. Led is moving down bot lane. Might be dead here. I think I should maybe try to fight it with Lulu. Maybe he entered it actually. Oh, yeah, he entered it. He killed the Lulu. Oh, well played. Huge, huge. Okay. I don't think he even crashes the wave. Ah, looks like it maybe crashes. Yeah, it's fine though, it's fine. I mean, Kled roamed bot and he didn't get a kill, so he's probably pretty tilted right now. Although it looks like Ashe went mid and they tried to dive her, and maybe it's some kills for Ashe. Oh. She gets a kill. That's all good though. I think we can maybe kill this guy? Oh, he's running. Maybe he wants to try to cheese me. Top laners, I guess it's a mid laner, but sometimes they're kind of crazy, you know? They just want to sit in a bush and wait for you. Always good to think about if they have the potential to do so. Looks like he based. He could still be behind 90 now. I'm gonna use my green Q here as soon as he arrives, wait out the bone plating, get the root auto into blue Q, get a really good damage chunk here. I took another tower shot though. Oh my god. That was so bad. Well, it was good until it wasn't. That was oh, we're making the game entertaining, huh? Making the game entertaining. I mean, the idea was good, right? You want to poke down the enemy under tower. Although, if you try to do it, try not to take tower shots. It's a skill. It's a skill. What the fuck is going on now? There are 3 people hitting my tower. I feel like we can... I guess we can't even fight it. Okay, they just get tower. Okay. Well, this ended up being pretty bad. It's important. Important skill is to be positive. Nobody likes a negative Nancy. We can still fight this Drake, I believe. Need Diana to face check though. Well, Lulu ended up face checking. And Diana flashed the Ashe arrow. Well, I guess it's all good. Up to white here to get higher DPS. And I want to run bot here and push out the bot lane. Hopefully, Jax is not going bot. Jax is going top, I hope. Because if Jax is going top, which he is, very nice, I can maybe greed for some plates here. Ah, probably I can't. Probably I can't. Very tempting though. I'm not gonna get plates for the rest of this game, but I don't think it's the right play. Ashe will just run me down. It's not worth to die again. It's very sad though to see these plates fall. Not nice. But I got my item. I got my item. Sometimes you have to fight your greed. One of the biggest things I struggled with when I was lower elo is how greedy I am. I always want to get everything. And, you know, it's the perfect ADC mindset really to be very greedy, but there's a lot of things that can cost you more than you gain, such as hitting plates when it's the wrong time to hit plates and then you die. Really not worth and can set you back and can even lose you games. And same with greeting in team fights. Either if that's tunnel visioning to get a kill or holding your sums, whatever it really is, can really fuck your game up. I think I'm a lot stronger than Ashe, so I can just ego here a bit if she's here. I don't have cleanse though, but I don't think it matters. If Ashe moves here, I just want to hit bot tower, I think. The game is really messy, but that's okay. Don't really want to get involved. The messiness. I'm gonna just play my own game and abuse the fact that I have a lead. Probably get bot tower here. I think Ashe probably based. I use my green Q there, or my white Q there at the last second, so that I refresh my chakrams. Ashe actually ended up going mid. I'll base. I think actually maybe I'll stay on the map. I don't have a huge spike to base for. I think staying on the map here and then hitting mid with my team and fighting mid is good. So you can see here how instead of choosing to group with my team, I ended up going the selfish route, and it gave me a lot of gold. I now have 1.2k gold, while if I grouped with my teams, I wouldn't have gotten either 2 plates nor the bot lane tower, and I would be way further behind, and like this Ashe is right now. Fine. Can waste Diana's time a bit. Like my team is a little bit angry, but that's fine. This is like low master kinda, so people are angry. That's to be expected. People are not happy here for some reason. Up the green there to get the extra range. This is a very good scaling game for me, as like playing into Ashe. The longer the game goes, the stronger I get. The more I outscale her. I'm very happy about this early game so far, even though Ashe kind of got back in the game through a lot of random kills. Also through my death on bot, which was pretty bad. It's okay, we have good tools to peel Kled later on. I think it shouldn't be a big deal that Kled is so fed. We got Herald here. Leah shows some bots. I really will die, but she gets the wave. We get Herald. Really important that we get the Herald ASAP. I really bought quite a bit of time, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna base here, I have Herald recall, I have 2k gold. Pretty close to Infinity Edge. Not gonna open bot here, this will be our earliest wave. I want to defend mid lane, that's my goal. Try to ping all the wards I can. But since Talia is here, this mid tower is actually down. That's completely fine. If Talia wasn't here, I would try to defend this, but since she's here, I'll just drop it. Wanna go pick up the red buff after this wave. And we can play Hera Drake. So now Talia is actually basing on vision, that means I should walk up on this wave and play really aggressive. If Ashe wants to fight me here, this is a really good spot for me to fight, because I can open space in mid, and I also know that their jungler isn't here. Don't want to hit mid tower though, because then Kled can ulti from the side, or Jax could move, or something like that. It's just a little bit more risky. In general, you typically don't want to hit mid tower randomly unless you can actually get the tower, or unless you have really good vision. I want to play on this wave if it's possible. Fight on this wave, but Kled could look to ulti me. Kinda scary, kinda need Kled to show on the side. Okay, Kled is showing on side, I can walk up. root the Thresh. Nice. Good pick by my Darius. We can get the crash on mid, and we can start the Drake. Maybe they'll still look to contest that. We'll keep some ammo on blue. With that Darius basis, I'll just help with Drake. Now I want to use up my blue and my purple so I do more damage to the Drake. Use my blue first, so then I get green blue in my next rotation. That's the rotation I think is a lot better. Get the ward here for the extra gold. Don't want to base until I have IE. No real point in basing for like a pickaxe and then basing again for IE. Just stay on the map until I have the item I want. Kled is kind of moving down. I want to hug bot side while I take this wave so Kled can't ult on me. Okay, Kled is ulting. Thresh will maybe flash in. So. He is ulting as well. Dodge with Leah W. I have a lot of chakrams here, so I'm kind of pretty damn strong. Kled was actually able to kill the Diana and get out. It's pretty unfortunate. Oh yeah. That can't be good by him. Oh, he really wanted me. I knew he could look for me there, so I'm ready to juke anything that he throws at me. As long as he doesn't hit the Q, he can never kill me. Kled flash. I got a ton of gold. As long as you're aware of the threats that you're facing in fights and consciously thinking about them, then typically you're gonna be able to play pretty well around it. And then if you don't, well, at least you knew what to play around. And that's a huge improvement compared to not knowing. Because if you know what you need to dodge and how you need to play the fight, then the next time you play a fight, you know what you did wrong, and you'll improve and you'll learn from it. And you'll just get better and better until you eventually become like me, or even better. But it's just a matter of putting the thoughts into the conscious first, and then eventually become subconscious. Like now, I don't need to actually think about everything in a team fight. I'm just vocalizing it for you guys so that's easier to understand. But I know exactly what I need to play around and what I need to dodge, because I've done it so many times. I've thought about it so many times. I should have pushed one more bot wave here, I think. Just a bit of oinking on mid lane. Maybe it actually leads into a pick on Kled, although they have a Thresh Lantern, so it looks hard. Diana's here. We do get the Kled. Nash in 30. Got mid in him with this. Okay, huge. This is something that'll work in nearly all elos. Just group on mid, and enemy will die if you're stronger. Usually people just get caught. Important though that you only group for a little bit. Are they gonna let us end? Well, pretty weird game. They just let us win it. Well, I mean, mental is a part of the game too, and we broke Ash's mental. That's how people react sometimes when they get gapped. GG. GG. Oh, it's tiring to talk all game and not have any music. Wow. But GG. We can try again next game to do the same, and hopefully it'll be a bit longer game maybe.